One of my favorite podcasts is How I AI by Claire Vo. She talks to a lot of operators about how to use AI in their workflows. Claire Vo is the founder of ChatPRD, which is also a really cool agent. And one of the most recent episodes, which I'll drop in the description, is a product manager who's also on team using the IDE for everything, doing all the work, even non-coding. And he shared some of his workflows, and one piece that I swiped for PailKit is actually putting the docs that you use, whether that's product docs like product scopes or technical documentation or even user-facing documentation, within the repository itself where you also have code. So I made that little change. I use Mintlify for all of my documentation. Mintlify is also a great service if you don't know. And currently now all of the add-on docs are hosted within PailKit because Mintlify has a process that you can put the docs within monorepos. And I think it's actually going to make the migration from some of the things that exist in like the video audio live bundle. So we've got this video audio live bundle, like all of the actions are the things that I'm trying to break through. So now when I build and create, since everything is in the same repo, I can update that. One of the benefits that they talked about from like putting everything in the GitHub repository where your code is that like as the code changes, it's very easy to also update documentation. It's not an extra step, like everything is in the same place. Mintlify also has their own agents for creating updates. And so as I'm using GitHub repos, it's the everything workspace. I'm thinking structurally how that means I organize my day is like PailKit is what I'm working on as product, it's open source, it's there, kind of thing that I actually sell. And then I have an LPL operations repository for other pieces, whether it's client work, which can't be open source in public, blogs, just things that are not directly related to PailKit. It's just so wild to me how much terminal agents now collapse the need for any other software. First, I was managing my tasks in Linear, and I was like, actually don't need to do that. I can move it to Notion. I'm like, actually, I can just use GitHub projects if everything is in a repo. Open source models, MCPs, if I need to bring in any context. Super, super interesting. But yeah, would love to know if anybody else works this way, if you keep your docs or your product scopes or your PRDs all in one repository alongside the actual code, how you thought that worked. Does it like muddy things up? That's it for me today.